When he came to the place where his enemy lay, he looked down at the body and said, "That could be me."
You are the sleeping giants at the border wars,
the survivors and the foragers,
the zombie hunter soldiers,
the children of the white flag,
shouting out the choruses,
singing from the picket line.
Stop the apocalypse back in 2012.
Just in the nick of time.
Mainstream visitors,
pause and reorient.
Replace the elixir,
panacea for the poison.
Out of our paralysis,
out of our experience,
chock full of treasures.
Back to our community,
back into the studio.
Something grown together.
In the club with your cameras, in the streets with bandanas. You treat others so justly, why do you call yourself ugly?
Snap you out of hypnosis,
answer all of your questions.
Gather and listen close, it's
about to get interesting. But we're the circle in the square.
Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square.
The time is now, our time has come. We show them how, what can't be done. No matter what they say or they don't say, we make a way out of no way. Against the gun, beneath the veil. Yes we can, too big to fail. We are the ones we're waiting for. We save ourselves, praise the Lord.
We are Sly in the family, stone and calamity. Triumph when thrown, took the domes of these Goliaths. Planted seeds in silence and granted me compliance. And in the spring rain exploded in a riot of color and excitement, wearing no disguises, declaring to the stars that we tread like enterprises of candlelight revivals and how we live the blindfold. We in the revelation like it was the Bible.
Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square.
The circle in the sweet air, we breathe air the same as the ones who didn't prepare. Don't be scared, whatever time it was when you began. The clock is now 11:55 on the big hand. So you're invited into the circle that we sleep in. Invited to depend on friendships we seep in. To uncover the secrets in that we're peeping. The treasure map we pretend we do not believe in. Show us how to party at the protest. Rally like a rock star. Yalla, yalla, Allahu Akbar. Das without your ego. Foster all the people. El Pueblo, Unido, Hamas and Al Vencido. Party at the protest. Rally like a rock star. Yalla, yalla, Allahu Akbar. Das without your ego. Foster all the people. El Pueblo, Unido, Hamas and Al Vencido.
Square, we're the circle in the square, we're the circle in the square, we're the circle in the square.
We are the night bearers, for night terrors. We are the group dreamers, vision seekers and pallbearers. In the aftermath of blight errors, blood type and marrow to the bone oaths and beat hope into plowshares. We're balancing the balance beat, pulling seed from battle seed. Tapestries are ravenous advocates for smaller teams. Pop the bubbles of crystal schemes. We are the sleepwalkers of stalled dreams.
Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. Hands in the air, President, Prime Minister. They said that we didn't care. We're the circle in the square. We're the
to say revolution. We way overused it, days of confusion. Looped it at rallies and felt a deep therapy. Put it on TV to sell a Jeep Cherokee. But invariably, seekers seek clarity. Secrets leak, people retweet like a parakeet. Used to be no sign of hope, now it's showtime. Compassion as fast as you can, go time.
What are we running from? What are we running for? Hungry gun punishments or better metaphors? Burma to Tucson, the movement is medicine. Turn our potential into kinetic force. Courage, we set a course of freedom, doesn't ring and roars. Follow the drinking gourds, gotta buy it in the north. Not running to and from, we know what we're running for. We're not running to and from, we know what we're running for.
Run, 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 the revolution has begun. Run, 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 the revolution has begun. Run, 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 the revolution has begun. Run, 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 run until the rising sun.
If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. We run to the horizon line, not confusing finish lines. Call your witness ministers, this can I get a witness now? Fit these rhymes for picket signs and Philistines and skittish minds. For confined refugees, slave in the pantomime. The packet legends out of sight, out of mind, it's business time. If we don't dig it, let's undermine it. We run from the dark and unbearable lightness into defiance, where our sun shines with brightness.
The revolution has begun. The clever youth that had to run, cause they were shooting at them. Guns from every roof, the flags were hung, and shards of glass were flung. The women came and added on to what they said no one could ever do or had it done. And they inspired us from Babylon to Avalon. We saw that they were headed somewhere fast and tried to tag along like a vagabond. So we battled on all over the map. It's not a sprint, it's a decathlon. Everybody run, 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 run.
The revolution has begun. Run, 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 the revolution has begun. Run, 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 the revolution has begun. Run, 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 run until the rising sun.
The sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. The sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. If the sun will rise even one more time, so will I, so will I. This is more than an idea. Show me all of who you are. A voice from the wilderness, Detroit and Port-au-Prince, building a movement from the basic ingredients. Immediate response, the reaction to the chemicals. Screaming compassion from the tractions of the tennis shoes. With academics trapped in academies who don't renew movement or produce strategies. Orphans of the data stream, emptiness we had to fill. Build a resistance to opiates and
I hate
imbeciles.
to take a side, I gotta take a side when it's time to take a side. Stand up for what is right, or should I say left? Cause that's usually where I find myself. A line for the future that we're trying for. Slogan on my signboard, look across the line. You're tired, you're scared, you're working overtime. War fatigues, Christ Lord, another giant's born. Midwife by the phantoms that I'm crying for. West was, how the West is. Show 'em how the West is. 1 for my dreams, 2 for my doubts, 3 for the people that have been left out, 4 for the love that can save us, 5 for the names on the grave, Troy Davis, 6 for the pain, 7 for the patience, 8 for the strains of the tough conversations, 9 for the kids on the front lawn racing to 10, the joy that can never be taken.
For all the wife you forsaken, the times I'm mistaken, the side that I've taken in the life that I'm making. For the missed demonstrations, the time I lack patience, silence while violence played favorites. Compliance scrolled huckful like Torah, and still didn't show up. When justice hit the streets, the definition didn't hold up. Why we are divided, the reason why we're fighting, or what is human life, or what the meaning of a side is. I can't tell you where to go. We'll be everywhere that
It must have been a dream, but it felt so real. Saw the wounds, heard the screams, thought about your last meal. How we ate like kings, how you led us all in grace, how nobody had foreseen what would soon take place. And when everything went down, the silence you left was the strangest sound. Dangerous town, but we all felt safe, cause we knew that you slept with the angels now. Rumors keep coming in, a few thousand missing you just like me. People keep running into you, I've got a feeling that you might be alive.
The sound of the gap, the sound of the drum, and whatever you attach to is what you become. 1 plus 1 double horizontal.
You might be alive.
The sound of the gap, the sound of the drum, and whatever you attach to is what you become. 1 plus 1 double horizontal.
This is not fair, this is not pure, this is not right. Trust me when it's all over, you will see the light. Live by the sword, die by the sword, but Jesus Christ, we shot that motherfucker right between the eyes.
thoughts are lost and happy. You're here but you're not. You're here but you're not. I offer these thoughts are lost and happy. You're here but you're not. You're here but you're not. Staring at this empty sleeve, these tingling feelings just won't leave. I can't sleep, anxiety dreams, I need a reprieve. I'll be caffeine, set the stage, my mise en scene. I'm missing piece, I'll be zombie. Walking the streets, haunted by beasts who follow my lead. By the lost that I bleed, scream at the dark, but it's off key. Bow breaks in this powerful breeze. I'd hold my breath if the hours would freeze. Today's sorrow better than tomorrow's may bring. Squandered our time, didn't know you would leave. And a part of me was lost to the sea. And the cost of this loss is I found enemies in the place where my friends and my limbs used to be.
This is not fair, this is not pure, this is not right. Trust me when it's all over, you will see the light. Live by the sword, die by the sword, but Jesus Christ, we shot that motherfucker right between the eyes.
You're near but you're not.
Get out of your chairs and get into the streets if you want to see this world change.
Yeah, I'm a believer, I won't be beleaguered. I give a damn, no leave it to be for what the R-E-S-P-E-C-T like a reef. And if I don't use my feet, then I won't have that either. Yes, we deserve some peace, and we serve the least verse to reverse the deep hurt that's featured. Each turn of the sheet of unlearned history, like Wall Street, the Trail of Tears, and the war in the Philippines. Now washing our hands clean, like surgeons in emergencies. Median on weed like conjoint and glucosamines. Well, at the joint and wound the knee, let's decode the Negro and be like Steve Biko. We're not hearing a peep from the projects like Beaker. In research, we're jumping in feet first, reaction more than knee jerk. Don't let his story recur, swipe credit like a Visa. Empire doesn't need a sequel, just the silence of the
That's
people.
for me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. That's for me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free.
I rhyme post, ironic flows. I came to fuck shit up. Homo, Stonewall, laugh at that. No, don't y'all assume that I'm straight, cause you don't know. I'm close to the edge like Rono, won't fall. Victim to the Gordian, not trying the sword again. Rock mine for the win. Plot lines are stretched like accordion to resurrect. Born again, inner vision already been free from all the history. Beef, assault, and misery. Just how it should be for y'all than is for me. That's the truth. The bald is Mr. Clean. I spit it like Listerine till my lips are stinging hot, scalding, blistering. I'm composting primitive thoughts and prayers. What we want most is to unlock the prison with God's forgiveness. Islamabad to Montrose, Holy Ghost, host, touchdown like Broncos. The song goes on like ponchos.
That's for me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. That's for me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free.
And if we can start a riot,
If we could tear a city down,
if we can get the bad guys, crush enemies, cause casualties,
if we could start a movement,
if we can lift a city up,
if we could heal the wounded, feed our families, face history.
I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. That's for me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. That's for me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. That's for me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from all of this history. Yeah, me. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free.
nod your head like yes, no. That we're giving out loving like XO. A kissing and a hugging on the big fat flow. Cats got game, we got tic-tac-toe. If that's so, get that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Bring back dough. We rock the party for the rip rap show. You had to get into it like a piss that show. Cut a rug, exacto.
One last show for the lonely souls. You are everywhere we go. One last show for the lonely souls. You are everywhere we go. One last show for the lonely souls. You are everywhere we go. One last show for the lonely souls. You are everywhere we go.
Move like a, 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 move like a.
moving to the pole. Mayday, gala, move like a earth to the soul. Daylight, move like a zombie. Vela, move like a robot. Reboot, data, move like a muppet. Hands on sticks, move like a clock. Hands on six, move like a bandit with a handgun fix. Move like a fan, get your hands up quick like this. We're trying to do what's right, we're trying to get by. But at the end of the day, we're trying to change our ways.
Cuidado, danger, danger. In private or in general, we major. Put the hands up and we rag no sabers. Mazel tov, getting gets up like tomato sauce. I'm moving solo, get my robe off at own. Colors of our struggle has more Houston like stone. From Don Cheadle, bees above, raise your hand and keep it up. Aluminum posse, fluid is posse, moving the thoughts, chewing a painted picture with my tongue brush. Rap tight like Bumra, need lines supply, we provide like Unra. Recharge like stun guns and crumpet. From doing the dark, doing the wop, doing the proper, doing the top.
Peace in the Middle East, peace in the Middle East. Just an expression, but we sing it literally. Really, we wanna move feet like literally, but Italy MCs get the boot like Italy. Peace in the Middle East, we mean it literally. Stand up visibly, fingertips wiggling, talk like grizzly. A grizzly, move like a unified entity.
One last show for the lonely soul. You are everywhere we go. One last show for the lonely soul. You are everywhere we go.
We're trying to do what's right, we're trying to get by. But at the end of the day, we're trying to change our ways.
You just do.
Who knew God cheats when he's wrestling? I wanna keep my confession, so I keep throwing guesses at him like suggestions. Don't spar with him pressing on me. Here's a lesson trying to be where my best is, and I keep throwing lefties to my right's alright where I left him, out of reach of the people trying to get him. Don't do handouts. Now I hand out concessions saying I ain't got nothing but my hands clutch my treasure. A measure of a man is kindness. Why do I preach to the choir and wherever my kind is? My eyes are on the other side of mine. If my lifestyle takes from the other side, I'm fine with threats to my climate. Hang in the air like primates. I wanna be seasoned, need a planet to rise with. My feet are on the bodies. These streets are gold aligned with. From anyone, the chosen one, not anyone can rise.
Put the book away by today, and the fire's burning bright flames. There's a bomb in Gilead. There's a bomb in Gilead. Put the book away, we fight today, and the fire's burning bright flames. There's a bomb.
Never one to wanna throw away the laws. More than one to wanna floor debate the flaws. Offer up amendments and coordinate the cause. And keep the faith to let the Lord escape the cross. Dear gods, protect me from those who take you literally. Pause, bless each motivation that controls me. Please forgive me for every time I didn't really reflect peace, or at least provide a bitter relief to those bitterly burnt by your followers. Working for Halliburton or toting Excaliburs. Some of them know all the words but unaware the honorarium from living on a prayer. Sincerely John and Brer, we deliver high with no cannabis. P.S. We try to stay humble, but we hope that you're a fan of us. If not, we can't adjust. P.P.S. My God, why have you abandoned us?
The book away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the book away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the books away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the books away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead.
I'm trying to walk the path of an ancient hemophiliac, basilisk lizard while I'm standing on a lily pad, retelling stories that are older than the Iliad. There is a bomb in Gilead.
You put a bomb to the side and the sides are healed. Put a bomb to the side, insides reveal. All the God talk rings hollow like a glockenspiel. No time for what might not be real. So whatever your tradition, never stop wrestling.
With precedent and privilege,
Never stop wrestling. With flags and divinity, never stop wrestling.
with love for your enemies,
Never stop wrestling. With faith and community,
never stop wrestling with every god you worship.
never stop wrestling.
Trying to be perfect but love who you are.
And divine your true purpose.
Put the book away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the book away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the books away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the books away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the books away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead. Put the books away we fight today, and the fires burn with brighter flames. There's a bomb in Gilead, there's a bomb in Gilead.
A flicker of a light in an empty home, bickering at night and you end up cold. I wanna let the right rain retain control. The rhyme inspires most when it's 5 minutes old. There's a feeling that I get when it's sad and it's great. Reminds me of times way back in the day. They wouldn't call me back, they didn't wanna play. Ask my stepmother, does it ever go away? So I'm sending you a message with text that doesn't really say it's an SOS. Yes, so I guess that I press those numbers. The summer for presto, go less number. Looking for words, I spring into summer. I wonder if you would lay around like lumber and support me like a funder. Paying attention to my pain and tension. We all have forces pulling us under, but somewhere beneath this world torn asunder, we smell the storm before the thunder and bring angels down to earth like sunder. And when it bursts, the loneliness hurts like hunger. Why don't you tell them about the loneliness? 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 Why don't you tell them about the loneliness?
Where did my joy go? Chewing at his vapors, hiding from the light with this basement as my base. The opposite of a smiling face as I pile on disgraces and say amazing grace to chase down whatever the taste is. I'm a tweeter with a blown cone, wonder where my place is. Drawn to you on the path of peace, so promise it would be inside the races. Praises to Raphael and Saint Rita. I tried to breathe in gas, tried to seize and gas from breathing last. Don't even ask if you can counsel me. I'm a lone wolf, so I werewolf like lycanthropy. Cut connections with the reverence. I slither in the severus. I wanna be the boy who lit, but never have no trust to give. I must admit, through busted lips, I've sunken ships and rusted bridges. Cause floated the quick and lost myself to split decisions. Multiplied by my divisions. Round down for the placement. Who's he? Just me, alone in the basement.
Why don't you tell him about the loneliness? 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 Why don't you tell him about the loneliness?
Why don't you tell him about the loneliness? Why don't you tell him about the loneliness? Why don't you tell him about the loneliness? Why don't you tell him about the loneliness? Why don't you tell him about the loneliness? Why don't you tell him about the loneliness? Why don't you tell him about the loneliness?
The rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns. They both have thorns. They both have thorns. The rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns, and they grow in the garden where your love was born. The rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns. They both have thorns. They both have thorns. The rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns, and they grow in the garden where your love was born.
I'm trying to get around to say this. I'm between a rock and a hard place. Your thought and your heart space, written over nothing like a pick and an empty guitar. Case follow you like a car, chase to the part where we start. Gaze the plot in your garden where I see your worldview like Marvin the Martian. You're part of the solutions, my part of the problem. If we stop to smell the roses, I know we can solve them. As the world keeps revolving, let's keep on evolving. A natural selection like Wallace and Darwin. Grow real like Steve Martin. In old age, be radiocarbon. Get into half our lives together when the great park gets started. To keep it short, I'm glad you were born. Let's keep growing together through thistle and
The
thorn.
rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns. They both have thorns. They both have thorns. The rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns, and they grow in the garden where your love was born. The rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns. They both have thorns. They both have thorns. The rose and the thistle, well, they both have thorns, and they grow in the garden where your love was born.
The rose and the thistle, they both have thorns. Took note of this when I woke this morn. Sunrise came in as one bright ray, and the place on the wall where it shone was warm. And the shadow cast was like a battle axe, so I grabbed it fast and I smashed the glass. And I crawled through the shards and I found myself in a beautiful garden with petals, bulbs, nettles, mulch, hibiscus, delphiniums, ferns, Christmas bells, geraniums, Jack in the pulpit, baby's breath, the ant lily in the Nile, a star of Bethlehem, a brilliant child being poked at and scorned. The rose and the thistle, they both have thorns.
Been a long time, you were born one day, you were gonna die. Oh, when you clocked in, can't remember what you've forgotten. So, let me tell you how it is here, to exist here, living on this sphere. Hey, there was something called emotion and sensation, and they feel this way. You can build and play, you can lie and scheme, and while your children say pretty much anything, others will arrive, colors will become cold, and they call this time, and it makes you old. It accelerates slowly, then faster, then before you know, there was someone to look after, share laughter, and of course you grow. Be aware you can hurt them, they can hurt you, it can make you scream, and understand you're a person, give birth to new ways to dream. And it's not just you, we are all about, and we feel it too, and we call the crowd, and we have the tools, so we sing out loud, and we stand up, and we all fall down.
The road is done, we had our fun, and so it is much like it begun. With a gunshot brightness, knows I'm frightened, I'm fighting, and the silence hits. I collect recollections and echo reflections of moments of loyalty and affection, to measure my essence, a servant or despot, storm or a tempest, word or a sentence. Was I hurt or never mentioned? And did I hurt whenever mentioned me or another in an instance? Ruling by inches, a student of illness, to see where the real went. I grow the strength to deal with the feeling of new skin, just as the noose was loosened. I let go and saw the two ends, felt the weight lift from these heavy feet, and realized I could have been anything.
The road is done, we had our fun, and so it ends much like it began. The road is done, we had our fun, and so it ends much like it began.
And it's not just you, we are all about, and we feel it too, and we call the
themselves and it's going nowhere. These woods, I've seen them somewhere. This path I walk by daylight. This bending corner is upon us. Don't know what to say, but may I take you forward? I'm who you've always wanted. You don't know the order numbers, I can make them plummet. I'm already at the summit, I already speak your language. You save yourself from anguish, I make myself a sandwich. I see the trickle of a brook over a fallen body. He wears the thistle, we mistook him assault and robbery. So when they halt the bombing, come meet me at the clearing. As results are coming, we can see and practice matches theory, and then assess our losses, and then we learn our lessons. Then we count the tragedies and triumphs and traumatic stress, and get back, get back, back, get back, get back, back, get back, get back, back, get back, get back. Cause these songs will write themselves and it's going nowhere. These songs will write themselves and it's going nowhere.
Shadowed expanse between the distance of our hopes. I span from here to now with gossamer ropes. A broken bridge on the edge shakes with every passing step. We cannot repair all the things we have not kept. I've not wept enough in recent years to keep my eyes from drying. I've not slept enough in recent days to keep the flags of my dreams flying. The echoes of my empty heart are the closest things I have to screams. Fire the end of beginning, so I falter in between. I wrote a treatise on busted guitar strings, choked on cholesterol sentiments from aorta to arteries, with better aim than Artemis. Gave keystone to arch enemies who swum in our mist like clownfish with sea anemones. Among death knells and trinities and sex cells, extremities and health plans that promise better living through chemistry. I lost my identity, tossed to anonymity. It's my apocalypse now, I'm saying now, serenity. We didn't start the fire, but provide the kindling. We didn't start the fire, but provide the kindling. When it's all worn off, where do you go? When it's all worn off, where do you go? When it's all worn off, where do you go? When it's all worn off, where do you go? When it's all worn off, where do you go? Where do you go? Meet me at the clearing. Meet me at the space of the ons and offs. The bombs have stopped upon this common spot. Our common thoughts, calmers, cost promises. Lost comments, draw us closer. Yes sir, notes for pressure's over. Open mouth for closure. Cry for how I lacked emotion, how I cast the ocean, how I grasped emotion. I have confessed this friendship shell made at the guillotine. My oath made at the cross. Oh my trick is forgiveness. Yours isn't impossible. You stay. That is
this, a locking this, knocking this, noggin like a hockey stick, hawking spit, melting down the top of this planet like chocolate. Lava rock sloshing his esophagus like lozenges. For every drop that drips down, somebody starts talking shit with the awkwardest sound. The prophet says the opposite. We got to stop the apocalypse. Elevate like geysers and rise like helium. Colorado, show them how the West is really won. Rap till my fingers numb, leave your toes tingling. For heaven on earth/blue planet kingdom come. I'm Johnny Five, but I act like Wally till the trash is sorted into more practical forms like stacks of quarters. I am IB, surviving colony collapse disorder.
Booga, Antichrist holds up in the Babini Cooper. Fabulous doing the vocab would have stayed in school for. Says he's overdue, but he was beach bumming in Newport. So he says, what's new sport? I say stopping. You of course says you'd have the better chance lobbing the knob of a unicorn. I stuck around like cuneiform and told to spawn the Lucifer. The shoelessness of his backside, we had a solution for. We rise at the end like a standing ovation. Lay it on thick for those within patience. Stay in touch with the good like holding newborn babies. All the while spitting sicker than a mouthful of rabies. Our maybes are certain, no closing of curtains. Our maydays are milkshakes, but the social still forming. From storming to Norman to fighting to see a new day.
We stand for the we, like Nintendo tennis. In the land of the free, revolution is key. Noir, lentil, spinach, and we're about to change the game. Treat it like a scrimmage. Preach to the choir when the minister's finished. Speak and inspire like Dennis Kucinich. Reaching for high like the apprentice. Leaving them fired up and in awe like Dennis. Perking up antennas is worth a shot, man. Tetanus to overturn the sentence. Making records booked worldwide like Guinness. Your witness.
What do you think I should do at the end, Jason? At the end of that one, can we? What word should we punch? Let's punch. We could punch the word evil. Let's go. We can go back and edit the word evil in, but I'd have to make it make sense with freeple. Oh no. All right. Just run the instrumental.